A woman hears loud songs from a car in front of her house, closing the window, but the door is knocked hard to find a girl with a scary mask. The film then moves to Kenzie and her family, who return to their old home at night, finding it strangely quiet, and the supermarket open but empty, with paper indicating the absence of its owners. A girl entered asking about Tamara and left after denying her presence. The father persuaded his children to leave their devices to communicate with him, and a fanatical Kenzie emerged because of their move. Luke went to calm her down and talk to her about change. The girl came back, but she didn't speak and left quietly. The mother was worried about her children who were walking around and found a strange house and entered it. They heard a dog's voice, got scared, entered a room and found the writing. "Hello, blood," on her window and a body covered with a white blanket with blood stains. The children fled the house quickly and told their parents what they saw. Luke took his mother to see the body, and Kenzie was collapsing and terrified. The mother hugged her to calm her down and tried to call the police, but found their phones smashed except for one. She called the police, and suddenly the girl who was floundering on the door, wearing a mask with a knife. Kenzie was so scared. As the mother searched for a knife to defend, the girl fled, and the mother and Kenzie entered a room. Kenzie discovered a room in the ceiling. While the mother helped her daughter ascend, the girl broke the door. After Kenzie's exit, the mother tried to climb up, but the girl stabbed her with a knife several times. Kenzie escaped, collapsed. Luke found the mother's body, and as they tried to call the police, they heard strange noises and objects falling. They found a man wearing the same mask as a girl. The father threatened the man with a gun, and the man disappeared. The father and son fled after they found the mother dead and a blood-smiling decree at home. The father and son rushed to search for their daughter in their car, but were involved in a car accident. Kenzie tried to escape by running to find her father, and a way to survive a car she tried to run over. Kenzie hid in a large pipe, but the car followed her. Kenzie asked them to leave them alone, but the girl replied that they were still at first. After an accident, Luke found a wooden pole planted in his father's body and insisted on Luke's escape before something happened to him. Luke initially refused, but was convinced to protect his sister. His father promised to return, but his father was stabbed by a masked man. Kenzie escaped and entered a strange house, where she was stabbed by a masked girl, but Luke saved her. Luke's gun suddenly failed, and the girl ran away. A car following, Kenzie entered the house, found an open window, and entered. Kenzie was injured, and her brother tried to calm her down and stop the bleeding. When he tried to call the police, the car entered the house. Luke and Kenzie escaped. Kenzie was injured, and Luke sat next to her and went to get help. Luke entered a supermarket and called the police, but the call was cut off. He found a masked man and woman, and they escaped. Luke beat the woman with a stick, took her knife, and stabbed her. A conflict took place with the man armed with an axe. Luke fell into a pool of water, and the man stabbed him in the back. Kenzie arrived and saved him. Kenzie was looking for help for her brother, but she had an accident. She saw a car she thought would hit, but it was a police car. The policeman tried to save her, but he was killed by a masked person. Kenzie escaped in the police car, but could not find her keys. The masked man attacked her, but Kenzie used the policeman's gun to kill her. Kenzie removed the girl's mask and asked her why she was acting. The girl replied strangely, and Kenzie hit her with fire again. Kenzie got into her car, then hit the girl's car twice hard, leaking gasoline. Kenzie set fire to the car, but continued to work. Kenzie escaped while a masked man got out of the car with an axe. The man was severely injured and fell to the ground. Kenzie saw a woman and her son in a car and stopped them to help. The woman went out to help, but returned to the car when she saw a masked man approaching. Kenzie jumped on the car and hit the man with a stick. They helped Kenzie reach her brother and get him to the hospital. Kenzie stayed next to her drowned brother in a coma, collapsed and unbelievable. While drinking water, she heard a strange sound from behind the door, and the water fell from her hand and looked at the door with fear. The end. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.